This year I want to improve myself and my business. And to do that, I first need to know what were the things that didn't go well last year. And there are quite a few. I'm not gonna mention them all. I will go over the most important ones. The ones that had the most impact on my business. The first thing that did not go very well would be my social media. I am absolutely terrible when it comes to social media. I did post on Instagram and on YouTube. I tried a bit on Facebook but gave up halfway, I think. And I tried TikTok, but right after making the account it was suspended and I basically gave up on that. When it comes to Instagram, I had a period of posting quite regularly, but it drained a lot of my energy. And then the sun suddenly came out. Hello sun, really? The entire morning it's like no sun at all. And now there's sun. I hope, let me go a little bit more this way. So Instagram, right. I did post regularly. I gave up halfway because it cost me a lot of energy to make all those posts. Basically I ran out of steam. YouTube I did do weekly for a while, but that was a bit too much and I changed it to bi-weekly. Is that what it's called? Every other week? Something like that. But by the end of the year I had nothing interesting to film or to even share, so I kind of stopped there too. It went horrible when it comes to social media and I plan to fix that this year. The second thing that did not go right last year was I wanted to publish my next pickle book, but I got so drained by the social media part, I think, and probably some other things like distractions, that I ended up not doing that. I plan to do that this year in the first quarter. The third thing that went wrong was collections. I made a Christmas collection last year of everything I had. I had sweaters and mugs and Christmas cards. I only sold one Christmas card. The plan is not to do any collections connected to a season. The fourth thing that did not go right last year was planning on my part. I am pretty bad at planning. Well, when it comes to making a plan, I can do that. When it comes to following that plan, I kind of fail. I'm gonna try better this year. I also have some things put in place to follow my plan better. Then the fifth and the last thing is not having a lot of sales. It's not that I didn't have any sales. I did. I went to conventions and I sold quite well. For me as a starting small business, that is. But not good enough to cover my costs. I am in the red. Granted, I did invest in a couple of equipment things and material. And my Christmas collection, well, that cost money and I only sold one thing. So that is also part of the reason I'm in the red. I need to up my ways of getting money or making money. Of course, when we're going over the things that are going bad or not so good, I should also go over the things that did go well. There were also quite a few there. And again, I will only mention the most important ones that had quite a bit of an impact on my business. The first one I need to mention is I met Maaike from My Art Creations. And she found me on, well, first on YouTube and then on Instagram. And she's been helping me with the bookkeeping, had some other tips and tricks and things to point out to improve. She actually also shared the table she had on Comic Con Holland. The second thing that did go well is that I actually sold picture books on markets and conventions. Sure, it's not a lot, like just one each time, but it's still one each time. That's actually pretty nice to know that people do like it. Most people tell me, oh, I love it, I like it, but I don't have any children to give this to. Which is a good point to not buy a book, a picture book. I'm okay with that. But people like the book. So that's good to know. The third thing and the last thing I am going to mention is something did not go right for my bird. She was angry at the toy or something. So the third thing that did go well is I finally got over the initial nerves of sitting in front of a camera and talking to a camera. It's actually looking at the camera. I used to have quite a lot of problems with that, and I'm slowing phasing that out of that. That feels good. With the knowledge of what did not go well and what did go well, I can now work on my plans for 2025. I actually used Milanote for this. So let me switch to my screen for that. Here we have my Milanote. I have my goals for 2025 categorized: event goals, product goals, marketing goals, improvement goals, general improvement, and some writing goals. For the event goals, I have a list of the artist alleys and conventions I want to apply to. And I want to attend at least 6 to 10 this year. I already got accepted to 4, so that's good. That's a good start. Then we have the product goals. I plan to do a couple of different products compared to last year. And there's a few products I'm thinking about, but I first want to know how well or not well the role-playing Lovebirds collection will go. In marketing, we have a separation for YouTube and Instagram. Over there, I just want to make sure that I upload more consistent. Then there's a few things I want to update on the website, and I want to do my newsletter as well as some advertising, basically in the form of a leaflet in the mailboxes. Then there are some general improvements I want to make. One of them is already checked off. That's the iPad. I do want to buy a guillotine that cuts through 50 or more sheets at once. I also want to improve my table at conventions by actually using a proper tablecloth. Right now I have a paper tablecloth and it has ripped. And I also want a table runner. Then there are a few writing goals, which I will not go into detail in because I don't want to give away too much. Let's go to the planning. Over here we have Q1. Basically, I first typed out what I was thinking of happening in this first quarter about the YouTube, the Instagram, Facebook, my newsletters, the collection I'm doing, and the picture books I plan to publish, as well as the events I am going to attend. Then this is split up into the 3 months, so January, February, and March. And each month I have categories of things that need to happen. So basically some things that need to happen for the website. Most of this is done already. For the administrative stuff I need to do, I still need to finish off some documentation. I still need to do my taxes, my newsletter, what kind of illustrations I'm planning on doing in that month. If I have any writing goals, I am gonna try writing, but the month just started. I haven't written any words yet, unfortunately. I did do some illustrating work already. For social media, I need to remind myself what stuff I need to film. For the products, I mostly need to do some ordering. This also counts for February and March, with different things, of course. Then over here we have the first event that's coming up in February, planned. Well, partly, that is. On the right side I have a mock-up of my table. I am going to make a test build of that. On the left we have some ideas for the event itself. For example, I plan to do some quests. Basically, people can... I will wear a costume with an exclamation mark above my head. And when people ask about it, they trigger a quest. Once the quest is completed, they get a reward. The reward can be an art print, a small one, or a coupon. I also have a list of all the products I plan to sell from each of the brands as well. Then we have my social media planner, which I will not show, but I will show this role-playing Lovebirds collection idea. As you can see, I have a lot of pictures in here. These pictures are of the Lovebird color variations I plan to create for the collection. Over here we have the most important ones for products, and I don't do all the color variants. And over here a list of designs. The designs are based on the sticker blind bags, so the common designs, then some uncommon designs. I also have some rare and a secret, which I will not leak right now. You will have to follow me on either YouTube or Instagram to find out, or come to one of the events I attend. The blind bags are also explained here. As you can see, there are 3 types of blind bags. Over here we have the envelopes I want to use to put the art prints in, some pricing ideas. They're not fixed yet. I know for a fact that the magnet one is not correct because I used different material, more higher end material, so this price is gonna be different. And some other costs I have. And that's about it for my Milanote. With this plan for 2025 in place, I hope to make more sales, get more followers on either YouTube or Instagram or even Facebook actually, but mostly having also more fun doing everything, because I am focusing more on the art part instead of the social media part. I want to use my art on the social media part instead of making social media control everything and not be able to do a lot of art. So that's what I'm gonna do moving forward, and I'm already having a lot more fun so far with the illustrations. If you're curious about those, subscribe, because I will also upload them to YouTube, and I will see you in the next video.